This is an example of a transcript from a feedback session which emphasized the main theme. The following role-playing is an example from the feedback session between marriage resilience coach Richard and Jill of the first presentation of the couple's main theme. What I want to focus on tonight is what I see as a theme or a pattern that underlies your different areas of disagreement. This is an important way to think about your relationship, and it's important that I understand it clearly and also that I convey it to you clearly. So if I'm not making sense, please feel free to let me know, okay?
Okay.
First, I want to present the pattern that I see from each of your perspectives, starting with you, Richard. It seems to me, based on what we've talked about, that you want to feel important to Jill and to feel loved by her and feel secure in your relationship with her. And that sometimes when something is bothering you in the relationship and you ask her to change, her refusal leads you to feeling unimportant, and you conclude that she doesn't care about you. If she doesn't do it, you feel you are not important to her. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, and then I tell her that in any relationship you need to make changes and you need to be compromising and be willing to do things for the other person that you wouldn't ordinarily be doing for yourself.
Okay, now I want to describe this pattern from Jill's perspective. It seems that what is important to you is to feel loved and accepted for who you are, which is a very reasonable thing to want in a relationship. So when Richard repeatedly asks you to change something, it feels as if he doesn't accept you as you are. That makes you feel bad, and then you are less likely to make the change that he wants. How does that fit for you?
See, that's what I can't get across to him. There are certain things I'm not willing to change, and that's just the way I feel about them. When I put my foot down, he says it feels that I don't love him.
And that is the bind. You want to feel cared about, and you, Jill, want to feel accepted as you are. Yet, what each of you is doing is actually bringing about a result that is the opposite of what you want. Can you see that?
Yes.
Notice in this transcript that the marriage resilience coach placed a great deal of emphasis on the soft emotions underlying each partner's behavior. This helped mitigate feelings that the other was simply acting maliciously. As can be seen from this brief transcript and role-playing, however, these soft emotions may need to be emphasized before they begin to have the desired effect. The most important aspect of acceptance work is the formulation. All formulations have at least three components. The first is the difference between the partners. Most couples enter marriage resilience coaching insisting that the difference is the problem. Our perspective is that differences are inevitable and that they only become problems to the extent that they are dealt with ineffectively. Thus, the second aspect of a formulation includes the well-intentioned but self-defeating ways that spouses have of coping with these differences. This is very important. The third aspect of the formulation is the mutual trap. What is that? This refers to each spouse's experience of being trapped in a self-defeating strategy, which seems to be the best possible course given the situation. The trap occurs because both spouses do what they think is best to deal with the difference, but the more they do, the deeper the hole they get themselves into. Following discussions of the couple's issues and themes, the marriage resilience coach provides feedback about what treatment can do to help. The various goals of treatment are discussed, as well as the procedures that will be used to achieve these goals. The goals are usually presented as a combination of both acceptance and change. The process of marriage resilience coaching is described as involving in-session discussions about the couple's themes, instruction and practice in the use of appropriate change strategies, and the assignment of homework outside the session. The clinical purpose of describing the treatment is to give the couple an accurate understanding of the process of marriage resilience coaching and to orient them towards the goals of accommodation and acceptance. This is called framing. The feedback session generally includes an emphasis on the couple's strengths. And we did mention before the importance of this. Their strengths are presented as valuable assets and as providing the foundation for confidence in the outcome of marriage resilience coaching. Discussion of the couple's strengths ends the session on a positive note and provides balance to the session, given that most of the feedback has focused on the couple's problems.